Got loud. Good morning. I hate to interrupt the fun. There's a lot of laughing, which is good. Bow with me, please. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we praise you and thank you for another day that we can serve you and serve our community. I'm so grateful and thankful for all the people in this room and their willingness to show up and live their lives in the way that Rotary asks us to, a service above self. Be with us today. Be with us as we go this week. Be with those that could not be here today in person, and just help us to be the hands and feet to show your love with our community and our friends. We ask these things in your son's name. Amen. And you face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First, is it true? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you, thank you. I know we have some guests today. So, Crystalline, would you like to introduce your guests?
Yeah, this is my friend Julie. She can introduce herself.
Hi, Julie. I'm Julie Young. I am the Social Work and Development Director at Stepping Stones Safe Haven. Stepping Stones is a day and night shelter for women and women with children that are experiencing homelessness. I'm also an adjunct professor at MTSU in the Department of Social Work, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Fantastic. And I believe we have some more guests.
Oh, well, you all, Anna reached out. This is Shelley, her mom, Rotarian from Cookeville. Anna's here at St. Thomas, Rutherford, and I'll let you all, and she's here as an official visitor. Maybe here, you never know. But yes, we're so glad you're here, but go ahead and share.
Well, you pretty much covered me, so we'll let Anna.
You all covered me as well. I'm Anna. I'm Christian Marissa, so I am a nurse manager at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford. But I've always grown up in Rotary with my mom being there, of course, and so I'm excited to, be able to get back and look into joining my own club. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Glad to have you. So,
Shelley, would you mind repeating just real quick what you were sharing with us about having children in Rotary and stuff? A lot of us have kids and grandkids, but I think it's good to encouragement to hear what you said.
I was club membership chair and then actually district membership chair. And one of the things people use the excuse, I have kids. I said, Rotary is the best thing when you have kids because you get them involved early on. You get to show them what it is to give back. You also get to show them what the needs are in the world. We have no idea sometimes what's going on in our own county, in our own schools. We have a school in Putnam County that is kind of at risk. That school, there's young ladies there who can't go to school when they're having a period because they don't have the supplies to take care of daily needs. In today's world, to me, that's amazing. So kids get that experience, but they get to learn to talk to adults. And there's a lot of young people today who can't have a conversation with an adult. And that was huge when they go for interviews, when they talk to people, when they're managing other people. Not only did they learn to talk to them, these people were mentors to a lot of them. They get called up and ask them a question because in Rotary you have so many different avenues of careers. So to me, it was one of the best things in the world for the kids. And I think the kids would kind of agree that they got to experience some things that other kids did not. So,
Thank you, Shelley.
yeah, that's tremendous.
thank you.
She said one more story that was just absolutely symbolic of what she's saying. She was at her regular Rotary meeting, and then when it came time to say, hey, did anybody have any guests? The table over her said, oh yeah, we've got a guest, and it was her daughter. That showed up, she didn't even know. Just how much she started coming.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Chris, you have some announcements?
I do, always. So first and foremost, Rotary Foundation football. If you happen to have a check, I'm glad to take it for that. For Miss Judy, she'll be back in a week or so. Jack, I'll hit you up, and I'm not leaving early today. And we'll also be doing March Madness like we had before. That'll be relatively soon, believe it or not. It's almost here. So be on the lookout for that. I know Miss Judy will be excited. And Lori is the official winner of our foundation football. It was in too. I don't know that we've said that at a meeting, but congratulations. So switching gears to barbecue festival. So we'll meet tomorrow at Pinnacle, 7:00. If you want to come in person, if you need to come by Zoom, that would be fine. It's 10 weeks away. It's 10 weeks from Saturday. So we are getting close. Just to kind of give you totals on sponsorship, so far we're up to 37,750, which is fantastic. Just to put a perspective on that, at this same point last year, we were at 60,750. So we've got some work to do. We've got one big sponsor we know. We're just waiting on them to let us know how much it is. But as I go through here on my list, I've got 10 Rotarians who gave last year and haven't, let me know what they need to do this year. So I don't need a check today, but if you want to come tell me, hey, we're good for this, whatever it happens to be, that's always a big part of our giving, and we really appreciate that. This club does give a lot, not only from time of the festival, but money. And a lot of you have already increased from last year, so thank you very much for that. But there's 10 right there that would make up a lot of that difference. So if you know or have an idea, let me know. We've got 16 teams so far signed up for our competition. We were at 17 at this point last year, so things are clicking along for that. But as always, we need more sponsorships. Do what now? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, click on that. But we need more sponsorships, just like they're pointing out with these groups and the exposure that Rotary has. We really hit a milestone last year, over $100,000 with over 40 groups. And if we're going to do that again this year, we've got some work to do. We need to get busy. We got 10 weeks. And I think everybody knows this, but just to make sure, a lot of the money that we get is before the actual day of festival. We don't generate a lot of money on the day of because it's a free event. Now, we may cross that bridge someday, and we're not there yet, and we want to try to keep it that way. But the day of, even if we got a huge walk-up crowd, which will be great, we don't generate a lot of money day of. It's all beforehand, mainly in sponsorship. So please, if everybody gave us one idea and said, hey, have you ever thought about reaching out to these people? Here's a name you can call. That's really all we need, and we can sick Bob and Bill on them. I'm happy to do that as well, too. We will get busy and reach out to those folks. So now is kind of the time to get going with that. Questions or anything I forgot?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Steve, would you like to come up and say something about the?
I can. For those of you who know me, I'm a big fan of Boy Scouts. We have our annual Good Scout Luncheon set for March the 4th, Wednesday, March the 4th at the Fountains. This year's honoree, I'm proud to announce, is Chris Jones of MTE. Yeah. I knew I'd get at least one clap out of this room. And so I'm inviting people. I know David's inviting people. Jim Batchelor's already told me he's going to come. So we can have a Rotary table. If you're interested in coming, shoot me a text. Let me know. And I can tell David Phillips to hold us a table. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
A couple of yes.
Were you going to talk about the panel bill?
I was just going to mention it. It's this Saturday, at Lane Agri Park over off John Rice. The sign up is in the connector. It's a Sign Up Genius link. I don't know. David, unfortunately, going to be out of town. I love the panel build. It's so much fun. I've realized it takes some skill to hit a nail squarely, especially when you're leaning over doing it. But it's so rewarding you meet the homeowner. you see the walls going up. They start putting everything together. It's just the coolest thing. So if you can go, if you haven't signed up, please try and do it. I'm sad that we're going to be out of town. And then on March the 14th, Special Kids is doing their race. They have a 15K, a 10K, a 5K, and a 1 mile family walk. And that's going to be held at the main Murfreesboro Medical Clinic campus of Garrison Drive. So if y'all are interested, didn't know if a group of Rotarians would like to get together and do that. My running days are far behind me, but I might go walk a little bit. So we'll see. And another thing I wanted to bring up is, and it's funny, Angela showed me a picture she saw of a very interesting vehicle, but it had one of the Promoting Peace license plates. And I don't remember last year when the district governor came and he showed a picture. So Rotary has the Promoting Peace license plates, a beautiful, kind of sunset looking scene with Tennessee. And so February is Promoting Peace Month for Rotary. And so if you are so inclined and need a new license plate or are going to renew, think about doing that, because a portion of that proceeds of that plate go to Rotary and the Promoting Peace and helping all that. So, so if nobody has anything further, I will introduce our speaker. So we're so fortunate to have Dana Smith here with us today. She is a committee member for Relay for Life, and I believe it's been a little bit since they've done this. And so we're excited to have this back in the community, and she's going to tell us about it and how we can get involved and make a difference. So thank you. Welcome.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Like Rhonda said, my name is Dana Smith. I've been in the Murfreesboro community about 10 years now, worked in several different capacities, but my current job is I'm the Assistant Public Information Officer for the Murfreesboro Fire and Police Department here. I've done some work with nonprofits here in the community, and I also serve on Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Board and a lot of different other committees. So that's why I'm here this morning. I serve as a committee member for the Murfreesboro Relay for Life, which is sponsored by the American Cancer Society. So has anybody in here heard of Relay for Life before? Oh, yay. Thank you. This is our first relay that we've had since before COVID. We had one, I worked on 2 prior to COVID. Then we kind of started planning one in 2020 and COVID happened. So we haven't had one in person since about 2019. I'll start a little bit about telling you all why I relay. Ask me why I relay. I relay for 2 reasons, but mostly for my mother. This lady in the pink here is my mother. Her name was Essie Calloway. She passed away in 2007 from colon cancer. She received a diagnosis, wasn't feeling well, went to the doctor, received a diagnosis, and ultimately they did some medicines and things like that, experimental type things. And ultimately she fought a good fight, but within a year of her diagnosis, she ultimately passed away. And cancer, I don't know if you've ever seen anybody or experienced cancer or seen anybody die from cancer or battle cancer. It is definitely it's a devastating disease. My mom was a beautiful rose and just kind of saw her withered away and not that long of a time. So I encourage you all to get screenings and stay on top of that type of thing. Also, the lady in the wheelchair is my Aunt Vera. She's my mom's sister. They look a lot alike. They used to get mixed up a lot, but she had breast cancer, definitely had a long fight, but she also succumbed to the disease as well. So those are 2 reasons why I relay. My mother, she was very, very, very just a wonderful lady, and I saw how devastating cancer can be to someone firsthand. So that is why I relay. So a little bit about, some of you all do know about Relay for Life, a little bit about Relay for Life. It is for us to remember our survivors, to celebrate the people who are fighting the fight for cancer, and also to encourage others to provide funding and things like that for cancer research and things like that, because we know there are a lot of cancers and there's not a lot of cures out there. So Relay for Life is a community-based fundraising event which is dedicated to raise funds for cancer awareness, all types of cancers. We honor our cancer survivors. We remember those we've lost, and we also raise funds for cancer research, patient support, and advocacy. Here in Middle Tennessee area, Nashville area, they have a Hope House. I don't know if you all are familiar with that, but it is very beneficial for families and people who are experiencing cancer and caregivers and things of that nature. And this photograph here is just a photograph. It's not from one of our relays, but relay is held all over the world in different states. I'm originally from Arkansas, so I was really active in Arkansas right after my mom, dad died. I did about 10 years before moving here. But this is a picture of our survivors. And as you all can see, they are excited. And that's really what it's about, our survivors and celebrating them. So at the relay, survivors actually have their own lab. They have, we provide meals for them, and they're really just celebrated and encouraged because, like I said, cancer is definitely a devastating disease. A little bit of history of Relay for Life. It was founded in 1985 by Dr. Gordy Klatt. It began as a 24-hour walk in Tacoma, Washington. Now, some people still have 24-hour walks. You can do it for 24 hours, 9 hours, 6 hours. But that reasoning behind the 24-hour walk is because cancer, it never sleeps. And oftentimes at nighttime, it's when it's really trying for someone who is battling cancer. So that was the idea for starting the 24-hour relays. I've done a couple of those. It was inside a gym. I kind of like the 24 hours, but it is hard to get a commitment for people to actually stay for 24 hours. So, but if you make it fun, it is doable. It's now held in thousands of communities nationwide. I said earlier that we have not had one here in Murfreesboro since about 2019. And it raises billions of dollars to support the fight against cancer. Our mission is to fund groundbreaking research. We provide the American Cancer Society provides free service supports to patients and families and caregivers, promote prevention and early detection. Early detection is key, you all. Advocate for life-saving public policies. So there's a group, the American Cancer Society group here in Murfreesboro. They go up to the Capitol and things of that nature and really are advocates for cancer research, cancer prevention, and funds that allows us to, and they stay right here in our community, that allows us to have cancer prevention workshops. People come out and assist with things that you may need if you have a cancer diagnosis or if you're a caregiver for someone. And those services are very beneficial. Like I said, I've served as a caregiver for my mother before she passed away. And just the support that the American Cancer Society can give you, it is very, very helpful in those times where it's a little confusing for yourself and for the patient or the person who has cancer. So what happens at Relay? We have a survivor lab. It's actually, this relay is going to be held, oh, now I'm drawing a blank. It's on this other slide, you all. What happens at Relay for Life? We have a survivor lab. We have what we call a luminary ceremony. And if you all have ever attended a relay, you will see they have bags that are lit up around the track or wherever the relay is going to be held. And those luminari represent people who have died from cancer or people who are cancer survivors. So that's part of the fundraising as well. You can purchase a bag and decorate it or have someone put someone's name on it that either in memory or because they're continuing their battle and fight with cancer. We have entertainment and team activities, something that you all can do individually, collectively, as a Rotary group or individually yourself or in other capacities you may serve in, other clubs, other groups, family members. We encourage you all to get a team, and that team, you can sign up on a website, and I'll give you all that in a little bit, but you can sign up for a team for the actual relay event. Our relay is from 3 to 9 p.m. and it's going to be at Oakland's Mansion. And your team, you raise funds, you come out and have fun the day of the event. We have entertainment, local high schools, comedians, that type of thing. Still finalizing some of our entertainment for the relay, but it's fun for the whole family. And it's for a good cause for the whole family. They have vendors, food trucks. We also have vendor opportunities if you want to showcase your business or group, or you all could get a booth and showcase Rotary and some of the things that you all do in the community. And we have teams. Your team walks throughout. It's not really, Oakland Mansion is, they have a little walking trail, so it's not people think a relay, we're gonna be out there running. No, we just walk. If you want to run, you can, but we encourage everyone and their teams to come together and walk the different, it's 24 hours. Like I said, ours is not 24 hours, but we encourage your teams to get out and walk different labs. We have different theme labs. We have labs for caregivers, survivors, for people who are currently just fighting the fight, and just people who are in the fight with us as well. So the event is always really lively. Like I say, entertainment. We have vendors, be food trucks, opportunities for the teams. We like for the teams to come and have some type of on-site fundraiser. Something my husband and I usually do. Back in Arkansas, we did it here. No, we did snow cones, but we always do fried Oreos. And I don't know if you all have ever had one of those, but they are the bomb. And so everybody always loves our booth, but just something fun that gets people engaged. The meaning behind the event: we are walking the track or the area, which represents, like I said, the cancer journey. There's many journeys that you go through when you find out that you have a cancer diagnosis, from just the uncertainty of when you get the diagnosis, waiting, and all the different doctors. It's just a lot of doctors and, treatment options and things like that. So we walk to represent the journey that cancer has. And like I say, cancer, it doesn't sleep. So it's a battle, 24-hour battle for anyone who is a survivor or who has, succumbed to their diagnosis. Again, you can have luminaria bags that honor loved ones and celebrate our survivors. And our teams, they symbolize community strength and community support. The cancer funds, they do stay here in our community and here in Middle Tennessee. They provide things such as free rides to treatments. The Hope Lodge, it has lodging for patients who are travel for their treatments as well as for their families. There's a 24/7 cancer helpline support system, and as well as education and prevention programs. And if you all ever would like to have someone actually from the American Cancer Society to come speak with you all or any other group that you're involved in, that's a possibility as well. Again, why it matters. Again, I told you all my story, why it matters to me. I had 2 significant deaths in my life from cancer, and pretty much saw both of those ladies, my aunt and my mother, fight just a good fight, but it was very difficult for them, very trying, a lot of different medicines. And my thoughts is, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. My thoughts, if people are more than likely going to die, I would encourage them just to let them live those days out, instead of medicines cause a lot of side effects and things. And I know a lot of times we all have hope, but sometimes we know what the diagnosis is going to be. Why it matters. Cancer affects millions of families each year. I don't know if we have any cancer survivors here, but if we do, I'm thankful for you all. And Relay for Life, it turns hope into action. And that's what we all want when someone has a cancer diagnosis. We want that hope. We want the hope for them to make it and battle through it. Communities unite to make a real difference. Like I say, this is a community event. We want to encourage everyone. If you all can't participate, encourage someone to participate. How you can get involved. You can join or start a team. You can become a sponsor. I can email you all out the sponsor information. Didn't want to hurt the trees and have a lot of paper, so I can email that. We do have sponsor opportunities, and that's for labs. We have decorating sponsorships, survivor sponsorships. So there's a whole list of things that we actually need money for our local relay to make it successful. You can become a sponsor, or you can volunteer or donate. We have the committee is totally volunteers. Our leader, her name is Denise Bond. She can't be here this morning. She works overnight at the VA. So she will just be getting off work around about this time. But she is too currently battling cancer. So it's just a testament to this event, and a testament to the Relay for Life, because herself is going through treatment. She still works and she still finds time to volunteer for this Relay for Life. You can attend and support our survivors. We always have a survivors tent. We're going to have things for our survivors, and it's they have a dinner and they have their own events and activities. So it's very warming to see. But the relay is Friday, June the 12th. It's going to be to 3 to 9 p.m. at Oakland's Mansion. And our theme this year is Decades of Hope. And we're encouraging our teams to decorate or dress and have activities, to your favorite decade, whatever decade you like. And again, you can see here, we're going to have food trucks, entertainment activities, and to end cancer, as we know it, for everyone. So you can showcase your business while supporting a great cause. And also, this is where you can sign up to join our Relay for Life team. I don't know if our website gonna come up. Okay, yeah, it did. Well, came up over here. Didn't come up here for me, you guys, but this is our website. If you go to this website, this is where you're able to sign up for the Murfreesboro Relay for Life. I can share this with you all too, but this is our contact person. She's our chairwoman, Miss Denise Bond. This is her email address and as well as her telephone number. But if you are interested in working with Relay for Life, being a sponsor, getting a team, whether individually or collectively, you could reach out to myself or to Miss Denise Bond. We are looking for vendors. There's $40 for a 10 by 10 spot and $75 for a double spot. This can be from insurance agencies. If you have a lawn care business, say Mary Kay, paparazzi, health and wellness businesses. We want you to come out, support the cause, as well as get some, showcase your businesses that you do in the community. Again, I said our theme this year is Decades of Hope. Again, the relay is from June 12th from 3 to 9 p.m. at the Oaklands Mansion. We're going to celebrate cancer survivors and caregivers, support those fighting the battle, and those we have lost to the battle while enjoying food trucks, vendor booths, family-friendly activities, and a live DJ. So it'll be dancing, line dancing. Y'all come get your shake your groove thing out there while supporting a good cause. Cancer survivors, we really need our cancer survivors. If you are a survivor, or if you know a survivor, we would really love to hear from them so we could support them and celebrate them, have them participate in some of the cancer survivors activities. So we want your cancer survivors. We'll have an actual survivor ceremony, and that will begin at 3:30. So that's kind of how we kick off the relay with our survivors, because we are celebrating them and encouraging them to keep fighting on. Just one fundraiser that we have coming up is a car show. It's going to be April 11th from 9 to 2 p.m. It's going to be, the registration starts at 7:30, over 50 trophies. Going to have food trucks out there. It's going to be in the parking lot of the main event. We had one of these last fall over at the parking lot on Rutherford Boulevard, and it was very, very well attended, and we made a lot of money, raised a lot of funds. So if you have a car you want to enter in, or if you just want to come and hang out, we appreciate that as well. And lastly, you all, together we fight back. Together we can make a difference. Together we can fight cancer, and together we can create more birthdays. And that's what we want. We want to create more birthdays. We want to celebrate our survivors, and we want to never lose hope. And like I say, I've seen how cancer can do people, how cancer can just ultimately devastate a person's body. So I know that sometimes that's inevitable, but together we can make a difference. Together we can still help trying to find a cure. We can encourage those who are fighting the battle and also celebrate those who are still with us. So that's most important. I also relay because I have several cancer survivors in my family. My aunts, I have breast cancer runs in my family. So I do go get early detection, mammograms, that type of thing. Like I said, my mother had colon cancer. So kind of back then, we didn't hear people talking too much about colonoscopies, but now we do hear it more so often. So that's very important. But I relay for in memory of my mother and my aunt, and also I relay for my aunts and uncles who are cancer survivors and fighting their fights. So again, together we fight back. Together we can make a difference. I hope you all can participate or encourage someone else to participate. Come out that day and just help us celebrate, remember, and fight back. Now, are there any questions? Yes, sir.
Just two comments. One is that not only is this for the survivors and everything, but it's for the families that heal.
Yes, it is.
Because bring those families together.
Mhm.
It's a great way of healing the trauma of losing love.
Yes, it most definitely is.
And it makes a difference.
It does.
And then the luminaries, that's where you can pay to have your loved ones' names on it, so that's a good fundraiser.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And that is very correct. Relay is just always emotional for me. Like I said, you all know I've experienced loss with it, but it is a source of healing as well. Any other questions or comments? Well, I thank you all for having me this morning. Again, if you all need any type of information, you can reach out to me. Rhonda has my information. And again, this is our website, as well as the information for our chairwoman, Ms. Denise Bond. So, thank you.
I wanted to thank you. Have a couple little small gifts. For
Oh, yeah,
you.
yeah.
One is a pen that has our Rotary logo and things, and this is a challenge coin that has the 4-way test that we recited at the beginning of the meeting. So,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Yes, thank you all.
Okay, so next week we will be back here. We have it's a Rotarian from Hendersonville in conjunction with a physician to talk about maternal health in Tennessee. And they have a specific program that is 25 minutes long. So my thoughts are next week, we're going to do the meeting a little different. We're going to start right at 7, and I will just introduce and let them so they can get through the presentation, because it's a set presentation that someone has put together, and they're going around, doing this. So we'll do announcements at the end, because I don't want to shortchange the speaker. And I know sometimes our meeting time is very short. Unlike the Smyrna Club and the Noon Club, I mean, they have over an hour. We're good if we get 45 minutes. So, oh well, yes. But I know the morning meetings are hard. I mean, because I know people have to be somewhere. Some people have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock, and it's just hard to. So sometimes I think if our announcements run long, we shortchange the speaker because everybody starts to leave. So anyway, next week we're gonna let the speaker go first. So just so you're aware. Anyway, so you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you so much.